right, guys, here we are to watch the trailer for the movie 12 Feet Deep.
Insert joke here. The headline here was trapped in a pool.
And I like the idea of it. It seems like the really low-budget version of 47 Meters Down.
Okay, which I believe in and of itself was not a high-budget thing.
Now, do you think it's as simple as they are just trapped while the pool cover went across and they're in the pool? Or do you think, like, they're also trespassing while this happens?
I was hoping it was supernatural forces have covered the surface of the pool with impenetrable ice.
I would like it to be two girls, because I can see two girls from the poster, so I know two girls are in it. Two girls sneak into their neighbor's pool, and like while they're there, they're like hiding by the edge, and like it's like a mob boss, and he kills someone like right outside it, and then like I was like, "Why is the pool open?" and like close the door, and now they're like, "Do we come out? Oh God!" We'll see what happens though.
I hope that's it too. That's probably a lot more reasonable than my supernatural hopes for it.
100% yes.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, what?
So at first I was like, well, that seems kind of like, what? Why are they even freaking out as hard as they are? Because the ropes are still across the thing. Like, you could just lay across those. You're not going to have to even worry about, like, dying. There's plenty of air. There's holes in the top cover. You're never going to fear that actually oxygen is going to leave the thing and you're going to die.
Right.
Your biggest fear would be, of course, drowning because you're in water. But there's something to hang on to. You're never actually in horrible danger. But then it turns out that like there's a murderer also.
That's really weird.
The coincidence of them being trapped in the pool added on to the fact that somehow the person that finds them is a murderer or something. Thoughts?
I don't know what to. So we had some speculation going into this. It turned out the answer was nothing. It turned out the Jigsaw Man just hits the button and leaves, and they're somehow underwater for long enough that this very slow-moving pool cover is able to entrap them or something like that. I don't know. That seems really dumb to me for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, there's a murderer who shows up. Is he a murderer? We just see feet. Were they trapped there on purpose? If so, how? That makes no sense. Does he just... What?
At multiple points, it seems like they're like knocked unconscious and sinking or something, and I'm like, what did that? How'd that happen? What are you doing? And were they attempting to it looks like they're trying to pull the plug on the pool
like
so
it's
that
a
all
big
the water will
bathtub.
just fall out?
Which is, like, not what you want, because that's not a good thing to be in, like, a big empty pool.
Yeah, especially since they seem like they're not possible to grab the ropes, so they were just like sucked down to the bottom.
Yeah, this is really weird.
They break a piece of plaster, it seems, off the side, and like have a makeshift shiv that it seemed like for a moment they're contemplating slitting their own wrists. You don't want to die like this. I don't know. What?
Well, and he says have a pleasant weekend, which even if it's a long weekend, is only 3 days in a pool, which is bad. I would not want to be in this situation. But yeah,
I also would not get trapped. There's no way I would not be able to get out of it.
You couldn't possibly get trapped. Also, like, I feel like they look at the pool before they like put the cover on or like shut it down. I also feel like pool covers don't close this tightly where like you can't break them through.
Like there, you can see a big enough spot that she can fit part of her hand through, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that part enough, you should be able to wrench and like even if it's made of nylon, it's not designed to not close again. It's a series of like gears or something that like are winding it out. I think you could force those right back
push
in.
it or something?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have a lot of leverage, but still, this is a crazy situation. And like, is it design like is this some crazy pool cover where you're supposed to be able to walk on it after?
I've seen
closed?
pool covers that you can do that.
Okay,
that does exist.
So this is like a heavy-duty pool cover.
Because
we're starting from
around
that
the
scenario.
edges of the pool, there's like the little gutter piece, and if it fits through those, it would be stable across it.
Okay.
I think they make them like in these sheets that are able to
Play a
walk
hockey
across, especially in like town pool areas, because the idea that someone could walk on it happens. And in a normal pool cover, if you step on it, you fall through, and then it surrounds you and you drown. So I think for liability purposes, this does not. I have no fault with the actual pool cover.
No, I'm just trying to like see why this is such an insurmountable like problem or something like that. This is crazy. I don't know what this seems like a joke trailer that would be in like a movie, except it falls just short of being outlandish enough to qualify for that. It just seems like this weird thing where it's like, what?
Yeah, I don't understand.
It's like it's like don't go outside or some weird fake horror movie where it's like, oh, keep going outside, keep dying.
It'll make you never want to get locked in a pool again.
Right? Just when you thought it was safe
deep.
to wait under the water until the pool closes. Oh man,
No, I'm not sure. Like I don't know.
Like this seems dumb, right? This is a dumb thing.
I would
don't
certainly
get
not
this.
have a good time, of course. But I can't imagine not being able to get out. Like it's weird.
And then it's like, well, do you even have to get out? And then it's like, well, maybe not. But there's a person there, and
There's a murder person.
They don't really show you any evidence that this person means them harm or trap them
music
there
cues
intentionally.
Make it seem
Yes,
like
yes.
and like water seems to like be rising or something.
Yeah,
Like
he like hits a button or whatever. Guy comes in on the weekend to hit a button. You fell into my trap.
But when they first heard someone, like they're like, there's someone here, and they'd be quiet right quick. My first thing would be like, I'm trapped.
I know.
Hell, you have no reason to believe anyone in the world wants to do you harm until they try to do you harm.
Because no one intentionally trapped them in there.
You didn't break in.
This is just a stupid accident.
Yeah. Yeah, and the idea that like when it's closing, you can't get out of it, and you don't hear it. It's a fucking announcement. You don't hear like, wah, 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 wah.
No,
What was that? Let me hear.
And it's going so slowly. And like, how does from hitting the button to leaving the fucking building completely only take, like, how do you rush out? How does it take less than, like, how long are they holding their breath for? Like, let's be generous and say 5 minutes or whatever the fuck, right? Like, how could it take that dude 5 minutes from, like, thank you, the pool is now closed, to, like, and shutting the door and leaving, right?
Well, it wouldn't matter how long it took if they were actually covered already, because they didn't like scream loud enough apparently or anything. I don't know. There's a lot of questions in this, and would I see this movie? Yeah, because
No,
I do want these answers.
Okay. Now I just want to see
these
the
questions.
answers, and it looks well done enough that I wouldn't say I'm not going to waste my time with this shit. So
No,
I guess it gets a thumbs up.
I give it a thumbs
Even
up, but
though
it's certainly a
I hate them.
questionable thumbs
A
up.
dubious thumbs up.
Yes. Like, that looks like the same guy's pants. And, like, he jumps in the water or something? Like, he's a reptile man? Did he throw
No,
a gator in there? Like, what happened?
No, yeah, it was fucking. It's like, it's filmed in such a way as to make you think someone shows up and starts to do stuff to them. Put something
That's
in
what
the
I believe.
water.
It looks at one point like they stab up through the hole. Like, they're like,
Like
I got his
stab him.
leg or something. Like, what? I don't know.
What does the world come to, Stefan?
But yeah, so that's 12 Feet Deep. We gave it a thumbs up reluctantly, but we did give it a thumbs up. Well, we may see this one day.
I regret this decision.
Until next time, guys, don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.